What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius, back again with another video. I said I'm back again with another video. And today I'm gonna be telling you about the truth about Rizz, right? So smash the like button, comment below what you think, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Ooh, alright. So, back in my day, we never used to call it Rizz, right? Like Rizz, like to me, when I first heard Rizz, I mean, I could pretty much figure out what it meant. I feel like everyone was talking about unspoken Rizz, right? Everyone's like, oh, he got that unspoken Rizz, which is just like getting a girl to do something, to give you her number and shit without even talking to her, right? Now it's just Rizz is just like game, right? It's just like, oh, he got game, he got a mouthpiece, he got like, that's what they used to call it, like pulling hoes, mouthpiece, game, swag. That's what they used to call it, right? All Rizz is just the same thing as all of that stuff, right? I see people saying, can someone explain to me what Rizz is? This is talking to girls, right? This is like how good is your mouthpiece, right? But honestly, what Rizz really is, unspoken Rizz, is charisma, right? It's how charismatic are you. So it's like, I remember when I was younger, dudes would be like, oh, he's spitting game. Oh, you got no game, right? He's spitting game. And I was like, oh, what's game? So I look it up, and it's like, game is like what you say to a girl. So it's like, you look up, you see other dudes talking to girls, and you have no idea what they're talking about, right? You have no idea, like, what are they talking about? And it's like, you look it up, and you think that they're saying all these, like, because that's how like niggas get into pickup lines, right? Like to pick up artistry and shit. Like when dudes are young, they'll look up like, how to get a girlfriend, how to get a girl in class, how to get girls, and then they'll fall down the rabbit hole of pickup artists, right? Because I know a lot of dudes this happen to, like even dudes that have game and shit, a lot of times they fall into that pickup artist shit. And I remember when I was, like, because you don't know any better, so you're like, oh yeah, I'm a pickup artist, right? I pick up so many girls, yeah. Especially me with art and shit, because I'm really into art, and I'm thinking like, oh, pickup artist is cool. But then you come find out the nerds, the dorks, the geeks, the weebs, right? Shout out to Player Supreme. I used to watch him. That's when I got out of pickup artists. He taught me that pickup artists were corny. And so you become a pickup artist, and you fall into like looking up all that pickup artist shit. And it is good in a sense that it just teaches you psychology of just like people, right? It doesn't just teach you like how to get girls. It teaches you like psychology, like how the brain works on people all the time, right? So what happens is when you have unspoken Rizz, right? Or just Rizz in general, or actually no. I was talking about how when you look up like what do I say to girls, right? Because you see guys, they're talking to girls, and you're like, I don't know what to say. Because when you hang out with a girl, you're just like, ugh. So you just like gotta know what to say, right? But the thing about talking to girls is that the right girl is gonna bring it out of you, right? Like you're just gonna know what to say. You just have to have no fear, right? You just have to not be scared of what to say, because girls will put up little walls, right? The thing is, it's like, because there's some girls where it's like your walls are so down, and you can just like say anything, like, oh, what if I ate your ass right now, or like, what if I kissed you, or what if we fuck right here, right? And it's like, to some girls you could just say that to them, but then to some other girls you wouldn't dare say that. Like you wouldn't think of it, because you're just like, that's gonna be a whole thing. If I say that, she's gonna be like, what? Instead of like, oh yeah, right? So it's all about the girl, honestly. It's how comfortable it's all about you, but it's all about how comfortable you are with the girl, right? Because if you're just like super chilling with a girl and you're super comfortable with her, you'll be like in a sense that it's like she's not friend zoning you, right? She actually wants to fuck you. So you're just chilling there, and you guys can talk, you guys can flirt, you guys can be sexual, because you're strong enough to be able to be sexual with her. But then if it's like another nigga and she doesn't really want him, and you just that's really what Rizz is. It's just like being able to say it, because you don't need to like no game. You don't need to have a good mouthpiece, because there's dudes like if you're chilling with a fat ugly girl, right? If you're chilling with a fat ugly girl, she'll be, and she likes you, she'll be super duper easy, right? She'll be like super duper down, and it's like, it's just it's actually harder to not fuck one of those girls, right? If you're just chilling on a date and shit, and she wants to fuck you, it's harder to not fuck her than it is to fuck her, because it's like she's just so open, it's available for you to do it. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. So you just take that same concept and you apply it to just talking to like regular girls, right? So when it comes to like, I feel like Rizz isn't the best word for it, right? Like Rizz is I don't like that word. Like, it's funny because it's like new and shit, and it's like what kids are saying and shit, but it's not like the best word for it. I feel like pulling hoes is the best, because it's like sometimes when you talk to a girl and you use your unspoken Rizz, you literally pull her. You can literally pull a girl, right? Because what I was reading, I read this book called The Charisma Myth, right? And the Charisma Myth is written that charisma is dangerous, right? Charisma is very dangerous because like you can convince anyone with enough charisma, you can convince anyone to do anything, right? So it's like you can convince them to do whatever, and I've witnessed it because I've convinced people to do things all the time, and that they because the thing is like sometimes they'll regret it, I guess, right? Like you could tell, like you get like a lot of times, like it's like kind of being able to control people, right? Like that's why, to me, I always think that, like, you know, if you hit your kids, it's because you're a dork, right? It's because you don't have charisma. It's because you don't have Rizz. Because I feel like girls like a dude with confidence, right? Because they want someone to be able to control their kids. They want someone that's gonna make their kids stay in line with society and not be like freaks or outcasts and shit, right? Like parents don't really want that for their kids. Parents want their kids to be happy and successful. You're not gonna get that with a weak dude. A weak dude is gonna speak and then no one's gonna listen. No one's gonna give a fuck. But a strong dude is gonna listen, and then people are gonna follow what he says because he has confidence, which means that he just like resides in himself and he's able to. It's Rizz, right? Because it's like sometimes I'll talk to girls and then they'll reject me, right? They'll be like, like I remember one time, bro. I was in Publix and I was talking to this girl, and I asked her for her number, and then she's like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," and then all of a sudden she's like, "Just take it," right? And she's like, "Oh," like it's like I could see her just like not being able to resist me, right? Because she was like, "Oh," she's like, it was the funniest thing ever, bro. Because she was trying so hard to try to play like hard to get and shit, and like saying like, "Oh, I'm like taking her," whatever. But then she's just like, you know, she's just like, okay, like she just gave up, and she's just like, I have to give him my number. And I was like, all right. And it was the funniest thing ever, bro, because I literally witnessed that happen. And you know, that really showed me the power of Rizz, right? Because it's like, or like pulling holes, because it's like what I call is the leash, right? It's the leash of dominance. And it's like it's like when you're like a cowboy and you're lassoing a cow, and you're riding a horse, and you put the lasso around her neck and then you pull it, right? It's like pulling hose. So it's like that's kind of what you got to do. You just got to feel her energy. It's like you got to put a lasso on her energy, and just you make her do what you. But that's why you need to be a strong man, because a strong man can get a strong female. Like those badass bitches with BBLs and fucking big ass lips and designer purses and nice bodies and shit. Those girls, they're strong. Those are the strongest women. Because actually, they'd be pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. But the ones that are like, you know what I'm talking about, like the bad bitches, bro, the badass bitches, even the strong girls. Like there's some girls that are just like conservative, and she's just like super strong because you're not really her type. When the girl says like, "Oh, you're not my type," it means that you're not strong enough to get me. Like you're just not. It's not that you don't wear enough wacky shoes or like a hat, or like your skin color is certain. No, you're not strong enough. Like when a girl says you're not my type, it's because it's because you guys aren't the same level of strength. She's stronger than you. That's why you're not her type. If you're stronger, you can get her. But you're not strong enough, so you're not her type, right? The girls don't have a type. Just like dudes don't have a type. Like when I think about the kind of girl I want all the time, I think where do I want her to come from? But there's bad, beautiful women everywhere, right? There's beautiful Mexican women. There's beautiful Californian women. There's beautiful Floridian women. There's beautiful Latinas. There's beautiful Cuban girls. There's beautiful Colombian girls. There's beautiful Dominican girls, Haitian girls, Costa Rica. There's girls that are beautiful from everywhere, bro. Like there's beautiful white girls. There's beautiful black girls. There's beautiful girls everywhere, bro. So it's like, is there really do you really have a type? Like for me, I love Middle Eastern women, right? I love Middle Eastern women. They look like Latinas. It's the same shit. So it's like, what does it matter, right? I just love a beautiful woman. It doesn't matter where she's from, because they all, you know, a bad bitch is a bad bitch. Every nigga knows. And so it's like, that's your type, because she has the strength to not eat junk food all the time and not be like, you know, like she has a strength to look beautiful, right? Looking beautiful is a strength to women, even to guys too. It takes a lot of strength to work out every day. It takes a lot of strength to make money. It takes a lot of strength to be socially awkward and confident. It takes a lot of strength to be confident. So it's like, the more strength you have, the more beautiful you are, the more attractive you are. And that's what contributes. The better you look, the better you are as a person, the more Rizz you have, the more pull you have, the more dominance, leash of dominance you have, the more charisma you have. It's all the same thing. But yeah, that's the truth about Rizz. With that being said, like the video, comment below what you think, subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram at Torius at 6 Views. I make a video talking about your questions. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon, donate to my charity A Hand on the Mountain. Link is in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.